Generational financial trauma. My ancestors come from northern part of Sri Lanka, where a specific law from Dutch is still practiced currently. It's called Thesa Walama law. In that, according to that law, a woman should have the permission from her husband to inherit a land or sell a land without husband's or father's permission. A woman can't act by her own self. So, rest of the Sri Lanka practices the British law, but unfortunately, my ancestors who have been practicing the law, and we are still currently practicing the same Dutch law. And we also have dowry system where the woman's family, they pay to the man and almost buying the man to protect their family wealth and property. So my grandfather had all three son-in-laws from his cousins. They are more of a caretakers of the family wealth, and fortunately they have been accepted good men too. But the marriage was counted as a financial property deal than a real marriage where two souls meet together and agree to be together. But in it was arranged marriage for my parents, and according to that, my father was paid to marry my mother. This is a document which on the day of their marriage on 1977 September, it was signed on the wedding day itself. And what it says is a marriage has been arranged and is shortly to be solemnized between my mother and my father from the same village. And where in consideration of said marrying, the dowry grantors, that is my maternal grandparents, have agreed to give unto their daughter, my mother, before the consumption of the dowry of immovable property worth of 74,000 rupees. It is in 1977, so that's a big amount currently. And said my father have agreed to accept to said dowry, and then all the details about the dowry with all the it is a legal document. So it is basically they have to buy my father to protect the wealth. So this has been a practice even today. Fortunately, my grandfather gave dowry to his daughters, but he didn't accept any dowry from his daughter-in-laws. That is the great thing. And when my father bought the apartment, normally any wealth for a woman is for dowry. for marriage. But unfortunately, my father bought it under my name. He didn't make it as a dowry document. He freely gave it to me as a gift. So, so those are the changes still my ancestors have made it. And they didn't continue the same practice which was practiced in the society. My brother didn't get any dowry, so my grandfather made that, and that is followed. And my father has made a change of giving a wealth property to the daughter, not in the name of dowry. But still, it is present. In 2020, one of our family member got married, and when I asked why did she marry so and so, and the answer which was given really surprised me. They said because the husband only needed 10 lakhs. So we just, who in this world at this moment just can marry a woman just for 10 lakhs? So that's why, she was married to that man because he only asked 10 lakhs. And I was like, oh my God, does she worth only 10 lakhs? And is she something to be, bought, you know? So it's a very sad, unfortunately in Africa, men pay to the woman, the family members of the woman, and they buy. But here it's almost like they give an amount, it is given by the man, but the female party is the one who has to give that money to the family. So even for my maternal grandparents, my father got so much of wealth than other two son-in-laws. So it is again very unfair because my grandfather had 5 children, 2 boys and 3 girls, and one takes a lot of money in the name of dowry. It's very unfair, but that is where the we live in a world where there is full of unfair. And once we realized it, because very young age, I felt dowry system is wrong, and I told myself caste and dowry, these two should not never be in my marriage. And I'm glad I married a man who didn't talk about caste. Later it all became a problem in the marriage, but before getting married, the caste and the dowry was not an issue for me. So at least I had a successful marriage, but the marriage didn't continue for long. It failed, but when I got the marriage certificate, all my dreams came true, because it was very hard to find a man to marry without a dowry, to marry without considering the caste system. So it is something I think we still have to talk about it, and also we have to work a lot on it, because and also try to change that Dutch law, which is a big uh, struggle for the woman in the north of Sri Lanka. I really, I'm grateful for my family, my maternal grandparents and my parents, who have made little change in their lives, even though they were victims and also they were victimized, and they didn't, they still have the dowry document, but my parents didn't do that to their children. So they have, and my grandfather didn't do that to his sons. So at least they made an effort, and I'm grateful to them, and hope we go more further in a better, making a better world for equal rights for our sons and our daughters.